At General Conference many years ago, President Spencer W. Kimball reminded us that there are other priesthood keys that have not been given to man on the earth, including the keys of creation and resurrection.
I'd like to say this. President Brigham Young, the second president of this dispensation, he said this: "It is supposed by this people that we have all of the ordinances in our possession for life and salvation and exaltation, and that we are administering in those ordinances. This is not the case. We are in possession of all the ordinances that can be administered in the flesh, but there are other ordinances and administrations that must be administered beyond this world. I know you would like to ask what they are. I will mention one. We have not, neither can we receive it here, the ordinance and the keys of resurrection."
On the morning of the first resurrection, does the coffin open and somebody jumps out and says, "I'm here, Lord, give me a universe"? Well, I don't think so. I think, like everything else, it's line upon line and precept upon precept.
Travis, my good soul. Several quick freezings this morning during the freeze. So I'm not sure if the camera is going to want to cooperate today. So we'll continue on with the comment reply video for Child Faith. as my dreams. Oh my God, it was awesome. I was at some gathering in a room, and it was all women and me. It was awesome. And then some guys in suits came by to pick me up, and we were in this store, and I was trying to buy food, didn't have enough money, and the one guy who looked like the FBI agent for Neil Caffrey in that one TV show where Neil Caffrey is a big-time burglar who gets caught by the FBI and now helps them solve burglary crimes and other high-profile crimes. Whatever the name of the show was. And of course, he's got a love interest and whatever. That's the show. This was whoever the guy was in the dream. And then we're still hanging out in the store, and then I go to buy other stuff, which I already knew I don't have the money, but somehow I'm still buying other stuff. And so again, the guy has to give me the money to pay for it. And then I'm standing in front of one of the women working behind the desk, and I'm shamelessly flirting with her. That was so humiliating for me to watch the dream of me shamelessly flirting with her. And I'm going, no, stop it. Oh, what are you doing? Don't. Oh my God. And I woke up from the horror of that, I guess. Oh my God. It was just so awful. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't normally do that. God, I just ruined my opportunity with that woman. I'm so lonely. Anyway, fleeing fugitive Mormons from Sanctuary State Zion. Okay, we left off at, can you give me the video list for Oaks Agenda 2025? No. The best playlist would be the January 2025 playlist. And so it's month 2025, month 1 2025, or month 2025 1, something like that. And so I don't know if it's oldest first or newest first, but that's the playlist, because Oaks started his 2nd January threat from that moment. So, but I guess I should go over Sister Jessica, because I have to repeat all videos, because all information in every single video, because nobody follows and watches and believes and cares. Mormons. I mean, dear God. I mean, I've got a potential thumbnail picture for this video with Mormons looking beyond the mark. First Nephi, chapter 1. It's all right there for you, Mormons. You're looking for literal history stuff when the answers are all right there for you. You don't see it because you don't want to see it. You don't want to believe. And so you're waiting for Jesus to appear. Oh my God. Over here. I mean, seriously, with all of the upgraded technology, Belmar, we know, these computer people, they all need to be sent to Guantanamo with the illegals. Dear God. Alright, so, Sister Jessica, that's her missionary name. You're supposed to use last names. I don't. I want her plain, pure, and precious away from all of you heathen Mormons who think you're gonna destroy the evidence. Leave her alone. She should be married by now. I don't know why she's not married by now. Don't know why she went on a mission when she's so cute. What's wrong with you Mormon boys? Anyway, because if the Mormon boys were obedient, she would have fallen to their charms. Not my charms in the dream last. Oh my God, that was humiliating to me. Watching me humiliate myself. Oh my God. And so she goes on a mission in 2020. And so she starts in Australia. And the mission president gets out there right before she has to come home. And the mission president sends a letter to the parents and stake presidents. And in that letter, he quotes Oakes, who spoke at the mission meeting in Las Vegas, Nevada, on the 24th, or the 14th of March, 2020. That's a Saturday. Now you can check this online. Go to timeanddate.com, go to the calendar year 2020, and see if the 14th of March is on Saturday. Kind of important, especially when you're checking the Danites for forged documents. And he says, before it all hits the fan and Sister Jessica comes home and then gets transferred to Montana for the rest of her term, this is not the end of the world. What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's only in China still. Only in China. Not even the earthquake happened yet. But merely a test. Do you understand the evil of Oakes from this leak? He knows what's coming. He knows the potential of being forced to fulfill the Heber C. Kimball prophecy to send missionaries home. And yet, they're still going through as if they don't know anything what's going on. No man knows the day or the hour. He knows the day and the hour because he's behind it. He knows the missionaries are potentially going to be coming home. This is a test run, but merely a test. A trial run. What happened in 2020? All of it. Oakes knew about it in advance. that it was going to be a test and a trial run for the second coming? You mean the second coming could have been in 2020? Because it's a test run? That's what he's saying. 2020 could have been when Jesus comes from outer space. They were running the test. And there's sweet little Sister Jessica, clueless about what that meant. She's unmarried as far as I know. Because Mormon boys are just awful creatures who don't know a good thing when they've got one. And don't know the horrifying flirting. Oh my God, it was awful. I'm so ashamed. Oh my God. I'm even the dream character of me knows that I'm digging a hole for myself and I'm trying to pull myself out. That's how awful it was. Oh my God. The dream was perfect with all those beautiful women, and then ruined. It's like going to Rick's the first year. It was awesome. All those beautiful women surrounded. They all wanted to date me. And then it's ruined by going on a mission and coming back to Rick's. Nobody wanted to talk with me. There's a change that goes on in a woman's mind when you're not a returned missionary and then you are a returned missionary. When you are a returned missionary, nobody wants to talk with you. Even Carrie Bain's sister. Dear God. What are you talking about? I'm going to Rick's. I know I'm not going to be dating you. What are you talking about? Why? What did I do? I'm not even flirting with you. So, that's Oak's agenda. And you need to understand, Nelson is near death. Oak's is next. That's why Oak's agenda. You probably know about that. That's why you said Oak's agenda. So, I probably need to do the Oak's death threat too on that 2nd of January. So we'll bring up this picture, and I made a countdown chart for the Day of Doom for Easter. But yeah, if they can do it quicker, that'd be great, because they're way behind. They suck at fulfilling their own self-fulfilling prophecy of Jesus is coming. So, my goodness, we're already at the 9th. So 70 days left. God. So behind, because we had other things that were coming up. So, if today fails, then yeah, we'll be doing this countdown again. No, see if I can remember to put it in the video for you anyway. This is Oak's agenda. So remember, we're not supposed to be Christian, we're supposed to be Jewish. Anybody who claims to be Christian are lying to you because they're believing that the first creed of Christianity, 1700 years ago, this year, isn't that amazing? And the Pope isn't even talking about a big celebration about how the creation of Christianity was created out of nothing. 1,700 years of nothing but darkness, confusion, and contradictions, and murders of the Jews who gave them the scriptures. And then they turned it Christian, turned it into literal history, turned it into a playbook for the Illuminati to murder mankind through the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Love you! Die! So, they're lying to us when they talk about Jesus. Joseph Smith's first vision, blatantly obvious that Joseph Smith is not a Christian. And yet, how many Mormons have been fooled? And so, all who worship Jesus Christ, who honor two celebrations of his earthly ministry. First creed of Christianity. Not real. Christmas and Easter. As Mormons, we've never acknowledged Christmas as the birth of Jesus, because we all know it's April 6th. And yet, they are continually leaving that out under Nelson's reign and ministry. They're focusing on Christmas to celebrate the birth, not the 6th of April. I'm to blame for that, because 600 years from the time Lehi left Jerusalem, and I'd have to do a whole other review video of that very same thing. But that's the code used in the Book of Mormon. Signs in the heavens giving you the day and the hours of the coming, which a Christian wouldn't put in. No man knows the day or the hour. You just ruined the Bible. And so Easter, no, that's supposed to be Passover of the Jews. And so yeah, Christians just destroy the Jewish prophecies and revelations. Just utter destruction and chaos. And here's Oaks telling Mormons, it's all true, just believe. Christmas, which we have just celebrated, honors his birth. The understanding of birth is universal. Is it? Because it's immaculate for Christians. Oaks, you dumbass. In contrast, the significance of resurrection, which Easter marks, is not universally understood. What are you talking about? All Christians understand resurrection. They were the ones who redefined it. Christians, what they did to the Jewish scriptures, turned resurrection into a bodily resurrection, which the Danites likewise knew this and created baptisms for the dead. It was not Joseph. I've done the videos. Anyway, so the original meaning for the Jews, erection, insurrection, resurrection, a second erection. Get your minds out of the gutters. Shame on you. After my humiliating display in my dream this morning. Oh my God. Oh my God. So he continues. So understand resurrection, that you have to die, then are brought back to life, physical body, sinews, bones, and cartilage, and the brain that humiliates itself in front of beautiful women. Okay? The prophets and teachings of the restored Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints never existed on the face of the earth. What are you talking about restored? Jesus didn't name his church the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. What do you mean restored, you dumbass? Affirm that Jesus Christ came forth from the grave and lives today as a resurrected being. The Christian Constantine definition. All Christians know this and accept this. Now you can say, well, we believe that we're not Trinity, that Heavenly Father and Jesus are separated, distinct physical beings with a body of flesh and bone as tangible as man's. You can't just change one of the all wrong, abominable, and corrupt Nicene Creed and then say, now it's true. Got to change it all. Got to get rid of it. All of it. Similarly, because of Christ's atonement, all who ever lived on this earth will also be resurrected. Now we know that's not true, because his coming from the grave allowed everybody to be resurrected in the zombie apocalypse, but his atonement in the Garden of Gethsemane was for exaltation in the highest degree of the celestial kingdom with 10 child bride virgins. We all know this, Oaks. What are you changing our theology for? In order to live forever as resurrected beings. No. The atonement was only for the celestial kingdom, not for the other degrees of glory. That was resurrection. We all teach this as missionaries, even though it's wrong. All missionaries know Oaks lied. What the hell? Didn't he go on a mission? Should we check? Doesn't look like I'm being attacked yet for a fourth time. Maybe he's, oh, that's right, he's a mission dodger. That's right, I remember that. Oaks is a mission dodger. Come on. A mission dodger. That's right. I remember that. Let's find out his excuse for being a mission dodger. See, I liked yesterday, for whatever reason it was doing it, it didn't pull that stunt. Okay, early life, let's see. He was born and raised in Provo, Utah. He studied accounting at BYU, then went to law school at the University of Chicago, where he was editor-in-chief of the University of Chicago Law Review, graduated in 1957 with a J.D. cum laude, J.D. Vance cum laude. Oaks was a law clerk for Chief Justice Earl Warren of the U.S. Supreme Court, and spent 3 years in private practice at Kirkland Ellis, before returning to the University of Chicago as a professor of law in 1961. He taught at Chicago until 1971, chosen to succeed Ernest Wilkinson as president of BYU, was president from 1971 to 1980. Oaks then appointed Utah Supreme Court, serving until his selection to the LDS Quorum of 12 Apostles, 1984. Because he couldn't give up his career, couldn't give up the world, and so Nelson is first. Let's see, born 1932, Provo, Utah, to Stella and Lloyd E. Though through his mother, he is a second great-grandnephew of one of the three witnesses, Martin Harris. Which is nothing to brag about, because Martin Harris was a superstitious fool. was easily manipulated by a little boy, Joseph Smith Jr. Yes, I can do rocks in a hat. It's all true. Believe me. Now pay for the Book of Mormon. Conned by a little boy. Yeah, that's something to brag about, Oaks. Good job. He was never given the name Dallin He was given the name Dallin in honor of Utah artist Cyrus Dallin, that your mother had an affair with. His mother was an artist model. She posed nude. Cool. That's why you're so obsessed with porn? Fascinating. Should we do the Titanic theme? Awesome. The Pioneer Mother. Is this Mormon Girls with a Z? Yep, I'm insulting your mother, Oaks. For what you did to me, you deserve it. Still to this day, I guess, a public statue in Springville, Utah, because there's no way they're going to take it down now. She was present for the unveiling of the statue before he was born, early life. He began his schooling in Washington School in Twin Falls. His father died of tuberculosis in 1940. So when he was 8 years old, 7 or 8. Stella, then, she didn't suffer mental illness. She was devastated to be left all alone to raise Dallin. Dear God. Say, you even abuse your own mother, Dallin. Bleepin' bleeper. Leave her alone. And so he was unable to attend school and work for a time. I mean, seriously, dear God, not even the Titanic woman mourned the loss of Leonardo DiCaprio as she refused to have him share and then watched him drowned. Didn't even reach out to hold his hands. Bye! Thanks for the necklace. God. And so he had 2 younger siblings raised by their maternal grandparents in Payson, Utah. And so, yeah, Oaks also was mentally retarded and had attention deficit disorder. See how psychology is so abusive? Because this is what they're saying. He's acknowledging that psychology is true and not abusive, and like the Nazis did. God. All of the stuff is made up, guys. All the supply, big pharma. And so, he went back to living with his mommy when he was 9 and 10 years old, and had to be the one to work. Or no, she was working as a teacher in Vernal. And so his mother, despite the mental retardation after her husband died, got a graduate degree at Columbia University and served as the head of adult education for the Provo School District. So I'm not seeing the mental retardation, Oaks. You're contradicting yourself. 1956, she became the first woman to sit on the Provo City Council. serve 2 terms. I don't see mental retardation involved here. What the bleep? I'm seeing a cover-up job. And so from 10 to 16, Oakes and his younger brother and sister spent school year in Vernal, a summer in Payson, maternal grandparents, mother pursued a graduate degree. During these years, mother was a high school teacher in Vernal. Oakes obtained a first job at the age of 12. No wonder he puts Mormon kids to work. Slave labor. High school teacher, radio repair shop, sweeping the floors. You didn't need to put radio repair shop because he had nothing to do with that. He swept the floors. That was unnecessary material because you're thinking, oh, a radio repair shop. So he was involved in radios and assembling. Oh, he swept the floors. Okay, got it. He later worked as an engineer and an announcer for stations in both Vernal and Provo. Oh, yeah, because it must have had to do with sweeping. He just naturally learned how to do the radio. He obtained a first-class radio operator license. CQ. Oh, a daddy-daughter movie. Contact. In the spring of 1948, I'm going to cry now. During the first 2 years of high school, Oakes attended Uinta High School in Vernal, where he was on the football team. Involved in debate. I can use that against you now. Just like my dad, also went into debate, and as a little boy, I was already out debating my own dad. Hilarious. What do they teach you in debate? Because obviously, not how to debate. The church is true. Winner! Oh, I was going to say that. Loser, move along. And played the oboe in the school band. So why don't you do a video of how you're playing the oboe? Nelson did the piano. At the start of his 11th grade year, Oakes' family moved to Provo, where he chose to attend BYU High School because it was smaller than Provo. Are you afraid of kids? They're all gonna laugh at you. At BYU High, he was again involved in football, track. Oh, because you didn't make the team in Provo. You're like trans men who suck. And so you go and pretend to be a woman, where you then beat up on the other women. God. You guys got played. You all got played. I told you that was coming, and dear God. Playing the oboe in the band. If you're gonna play in Provo, you gotta have an oboe in the band. Devil went down to Provo. He was looking for a kid to steal. I'm the best there's ever been. Church is true. Oakes graduated from BYU High in 1950. Oakes was involved in the Boy Scouts and blah, blah, blah. Okay, after high school, he attended BYU, where he occasionally served as a radio announcer at high school basketball games because he can't play basketball. White Mormons can't jump. At one of these basketball games during his freshman year at BYU, that's a movie, it's R-rated, that's why you don't watch it. At BYU, he met June Dixon. Oh, you had sex before your mission, so you were denied going. And did the easy way out by going into the Utah National Guard and serving in the Korean War. Oakes did not serve as an LDS missionary. You were a mission dodger. Yep, you knocked up June, joined the National Guard as a quick, easy fix, had to go to the war to get away from June, whom you knocked up. And so you end up skipping your mission. I see what's going on. And then you married her because she still wanted you to care for the baby, and she couldn't have an abortion in the Salt Lake Temple, and graduated from BYU in 1954. Doesn't say when you went. So, anyway. Bachelor's in accounting with high honors. Alright, yeah, mission dodger. Dallin H. Oakes. Well, that took up a lot of time, didn't it? I wasn't going to do that, and I ended up doing it anyway. I was going to do quick videos. Didn't happen. And so, yeah, he never went on a mission. That's why he can't get it right. Every missionary knows he's wrong. And so as we look to this new year, where New Orleans just got attacked by a terrorist paid for by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, let us start looking forward to Easter and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The most glorious of all messages to mankind. Do you now understand how it was a death threat? He is not getting the information correct for Mormons. As Mormons understand, his resurrection gave us resurrection. His atonement in the Garden of Gethsemane was for our exaltation. And he can't get it right. And instead, he says, after the terrorist attack in New Orleans, look forward to your body being reunited after you're dead for this Easter, this new year. So here we are again in New Orleans today, Super Bowl 2025, which I think is 54, if I remember correctly, from the numbers on the football stadium picture that I gave you yesterday. Okay. This is how the Danites did it. The Illuminati did it. Christians believe this is all literal history true. They're waiting for Jesus, not Mormon. Well, not Christians. Mormons are. Trump is Jesus. He's giving them everything that they misinterpreted from the Jews. But Mormons are waiting for Jesus. And Oakes can't get the information correct. We can stop with this one comment. That's an idea. And then have more videos when all that it is right here in the Book of Mormon. Real easy breezy cover girl, maybe it's Maybelline. Pay them lots of money to look natural. Book of Mormon, Jewish, verse 2. Yea, I make a record in the language of my father, which consists of the learning of the Jews, not Christianity. What the hell is wrong with you putting Christianity here? And the language of the Egyptians. So guess what the religion is too? Egyptians. The brass plates. Egyptian. So, the first year of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah. Well, because this is literal history true, because the first creed of Christianity said so. Here's the first year. And thus being overcome with the Spirit, he was carried away in a vision, even that he saw the heavens open, and he saw numerous women, and he was flirting with one, humiliating himself. You're my angel, miracle, you're all I need tonight. Where's your original one, Lionel? I always find your Metro version, which is, it's good too, but I liked your original. Lionel, Angel. So yeah, he sees God sitting on his throne. Kind of important. I'm surprised Expo Nevermos never caught on to this. They love to expose all the plagiarisms in the Book of Mormon and missed this one. Seriously, guys? You don't believe me because you think you know better than me? And you missed this? Right here at the beginning. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1. Revelation 12, verse 5. Oh, crap. The Joseph Smith translation moves to verse 3. And saw numerous concourses of angels, and it's stars, in the attitude of singing and praising their God. It's a dream. You can do that in a dream. And it came to pass that he saw one. It must be Jesus, huh? Descending out of the midst of heaven, and he beheld that his luster was above that of the sun at noonday. So pull out your Egyptian grammars, kids. Who is the sun god at noonday? Emmanuel. 7, verse 14. Revelation 12, 1 and 2. Plus 5 because of the birth. That's why it gets moved to verse 3. And he also saw 12 others following him. Verse 1 of Revelation 12. And it's not in Isaiah. It's in Matthew. His brightness did exceed that of the stars in the firmament. Angels, messengers. Real simple stuff. 23rd September 2017. That's the only date it can be. It can't be any other date. There are other people who tried and failed, and lots of people believe them. Oh my God. But that's only because they don't believe anything happened on the 23rd of September 2017. And I've done those videos when I saw other people coming up with their other interpretations of it, with their Stellarium program. Hello, are you illiterate? Do you not see verse 1? Clothed with the sun. So that's only 1 month period of time every single year. Moon under her feet. How is this complicated? And then 3 planets and Leo. In Leo, not in Virgo, in Leo. It's on her head. Hello? Dear God, people are so incompetent. 23rd September 2017. The coming of Lehi to the Jews in Jerusalem. 597 BCE, the first year of Zedekiah. Because it must be true, we can use our Stellarium to go back and go, hey, wait a minute, no, it didn't exist during then. This is not literal history after all. No duh. Prophecy and revelation, day and hour. So yes, it's not the Jews, is it? Mormons. It's our book. Who did you think the Jews were? Right, you thought it was the Jews. Dumb. Unbelievable. So, there it is. Real simple thing. And so Oaks takes you further away from the truth. With his little death threat. That's what they're telling you. Is that we can't stop the nuclear holocaust that's coming. There will be Mormon casualties. But we believe in the resurrection, and so we're going to rise from the ashes. That's what they're telling you. The wicked fear it. You, as righteous, you know the truth. You don't fear death. Stand still. Don't move. This will only take a second. Need to lock Oaks up forever for what he has plotted. And that's all that's needed. He knows this. In order to get a conviction of a terrorist plot, you just have to catch him in the act of plotting. You don't even have to have them assembling the weapons together, gathering the weapons. Nope, if you've got their playbook, you got them. They're planning it. I've got their playbook. I've got them. And nobody's locking them up. They're getting away with it. He knows that. If you give aid and comfort to terrorists, you yourself are a terrorist. If you're plotting the terrorist attack, having others do it, you're guilty for the actual terrorist attack. Oaks is guilty for 9/11, for New Year's. And if something happens today, Oaks. Got so many videos and oh my God.